this. There we go. It's complete. Yay, now I can play online games with all my friends. Alright, just gotta finish making my account. Oh no, not a virus! Mom's gonna kill me! What's this?
Congratulations, you have won a free vacation to an Alaskan ski resort. Please click here to claim your prize. Resort near the Chigash Mountains.
Alright, simple enough, just gotta click this.
Make sure you ask your mum and or papa if you can go first.
Mom, can I go to an Alaskan ski resort? No!
Well, they didn't say she had to say yes. Alright, now I can claim my prize. Okay, just click here. Okay, Alaska geography. Half of Alaska is an Arctic tundra, and Alaska is home of the Chugach Mountains. Chugach Mountains are located in southern Alaska, and the highest point of the Chugach Mountains is Mount Marcus Baker. For some reason, this list was made in Google Slides. I wonder why. There are two types of tundras. There's alpine and Arctic. Most Arctic tundras are found in the northern hemisphere. Most alpine tundras are located in mountains. Seems like there's a link to a video. Let's watch.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there, but Arctic tundra is located in the northern hemisphere, circling the North Pole and extending south to the coniferous forests of the taiga. The Arctic is known for its cold desert conditions. Alpine tundras are found on top of mountains throughout the world, at an altitude where trees can't grow. Alaska, our select state for ski vacation, is mainly an Arctic tundra. Alaska map geography.
Say the line correct!
Alaska map geography. Almost half of Alaska's land is tundra. Wherever there is permafrost, you will find tundra on the map. The tan and blue areas are tundra. The green part is border forest, and the gray is marine. In Alaska, the best place for skiing and snowboarding is the Chugach Mountains. In the tundra, some threats are the melting of the permafrost as a result of global warming, which could racially change the landscape and what species are able to live there. Oil spills can kill wildlife and significantly damage tundra ecosystems, and roads put heat and pressure on the permafrost, causing it to melt. Invasive species push aside native vegetation and reduce diversity of plant cover. The tundra, like all ecosystems, features biotic and abiotic factors in a complex web of existence. Biotic factors or elements that are living include fungi, mosses, shrubs, insects, fish, birds, and mammals. Abiotic factors or non-living parts of a system include temperature, wind, rain, snow, sunlight, soil, rocks, and permafrost. Chugach Mountains. The Chugach Mountains located in Alaska is the best place for skiing. The Chugach Mountain Range of southern Alaska spans 250 miles. The highest point of the Chugach Mountains is Mount Marcus Baker. The peak tops off at 10,700 feet. The best place for skiing or snowboarding is the Elias Mountain. Our hotel is located in Girdwood, Alaska, where you can find the Elias Mountain. This mountain tops out around 3,940 feet. Courtesy of our hotel, Alaskan Ski Deluxe Resorts, will give you a lift to the Elias Mountain.
It was brought to you by Swan. Infuse your hair with goodness today. Oh, it's over. Okay. Oh, it's the Suave ad again. Alright, so now there's more information. Alright, Alaskan weather patterns. Summer temperatures are about 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Winter temperatures range from approximately 17.5 degrees. In spring, temperature averages from a high of 65 degrees, and fall averages a temperature of 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, tundra weather. There's a slight snow coming into Alaska, It's already snowing, but there's more coming. Weather in the Chugach Mountains. In the winter, it is undoubtedly very cold, and skiing is popular during this time. During summer in the Chugach Mountains, it is more popular to go sightseeing. Oh great, another video, because the last one was wonderfully presented. Alright, whatever, let's watch it.
Good ski temperature in Alaska is around 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. It is cold enough that the snow will not melt and get slushy, but warm enough that you will not freeze on the lift up to the mountains. The best times to go Alaska is in these conditions. If you're a skier, you should probably come towards the end of winter, so it's not as cold as you would be in winter, midwinter, but cold enough for the snow not to melt. If you just want to come here when it's not freezing cold, but maybe explore some trails to see the snow, you should come in November. It's cool enough to walk around and explore, but not too cold to freeze. It gets around 30 to 40 degrees. If you want to come and enjoy it when it's warm and enjoy the scenery, you should come in the summer. It gets around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and it will be nice. It's cold. In spring, temperatures average from a high of 56 degrees Celsius to a low of 19 degrees Fahrenheit. In fall, average temperatures range from 17 degrees to 57 degrees Fahrenheit. The average winter temperature is 0 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit, but the average summer temperature is 37 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit, which enables this biome to sustain life. Rainfall may vary in different regions of the Arctic. Yearly precipitation, including melting snow, is 15 to 25 centimeters, or 6 to 10 inches. Soil is formed slowly. There is really no precipitation during the year. My advice for clothing is all year round to wear heavy clothing, because all year round is going to be really cold. In the winter, it's going to be cold, so make sure you bundle up. Yearly precipitation, including melting snow, is around 6 to 10 inches.
Fidget spinner, spinning around. Fidget spinner, please don't slow down. Fidget spinner, my favorite trend. It helps me to forget that I don't have any friends.
Hi, our fidget spinners today. The fidget spinner ad? No, I'm not doing this again. No. Well, would you look at that? Now a section on plants. This is so conveniently repetitive, like it's something out of a school project. I wonder why. Alright, anyway. What's this one? Tundra plants. There are very few trees due to many factors, and small amounts of flowers grow by huddling together for warmth. Okay, Chugach Mountain plants. The vegetation surrounding the Chugach Mountains includes ferns, mushrooms, and wildflowers such as dwarf dogwood, fireweed, and the parasitic broomrape. Nope. No, not doing it. Not watching another video. Well, if I don't watch this video, then there will be no progression in this video. So, I guess I have to.
Since we've been talking about the Chugach Mountains, I may as well talk about them too. In the Chugach Mountains, there are no trees since it's an alpine tundra, but that doesn't mean that there is no plants in the Arctic tundra of Alaska. There are not many plants in tundra areas around the world, but there are some, so I may as well talk about them. There are like no trees, but there are some but hardly any. There are no trees due to several factors. Instead of trees in tundra areas, there is a variety of small vegetation, such as dwarf shrubs and moss. Plants have to have many adaptations to live in the tundra areas of Alaska. Some of these adaptations are having to be able to grow under a layer of snow, to carry out photosynthesis in really cold temperatures, and having a small leaf structure. Small leaf structure, a physical adaptation, helps plants survive in the cold weather.
You killed my father! But there's something you have to know. I'm your cousin's mom's sister. Sisters, dogs, owners. Dogs, previous owners. Sister! No! I haven't found what I'm looking for yet. We're broke. The budget's almost run out. I guess you could call this. Search for more money. Oh, it's that new Star Wars movie again. Star Wars 12, The Search for More Money. Oh, a fun facts page. Well, little Timmy seems to get the joke, so how bad can it be? Alright, let's take a look at these fun facts. Tundra comes from the Finnish word tuntaria, that means treeless plain. In the Chugach Mountains, the world's extreme skiing championship is held annually. Oh no, there doesn't seem to be any information on animals. Luckily for us, I just recently did a school project on them. And here's some of that project. So we have some animals of the tundra. The musk ox, Arctic hare, polar bear, Arctic fox, caribou, and snowy owl. And here we have some of the animals of Alaska, which include polar bear, moose, reindeer, wolverine, walrus, sea otter, and Alaskan malamute. Oh look, I just so conveniently also did a part on the Chugach Mountains. So some animals in the Chugach Mountains are the Alaskan moose, caribou, Sitka black-tailed deer, mountain goats, black bears, grizzly bears, Dall sheep, humpback whales, sea lions, otters are found in Chugach waters. And here's a food web that I also made. So there's about 5 levels in it, not including the decomposers. And as you can see, brown bears and man are mostly at the top because nothing's eating them. So yeah, that's basically most of that. And here's the part I wrote on Alaska animals. There are many animals located in Alaska. Some of them are polar bears, moose, and sea otters. Many of the variety of animals living in Alaska have many adaptations that allow them to live there. Some animals have blubber, that is an extra insulation to keep them warm. Even having white fur is an adaptation. Prey with white fur can hide from predator in the snow and blend in. This is called camouflage. Many animals migrate to warmer places in the winter because it cannot take the really cold weather. An animal that migrates is a bird. Birds migrate south for the winter because it is warmer in the south. And here's a part I wrote on polar bears. They are very strong swimmers, and their large front paws they use to paddle are slightly webbed. Some polar bears have been seen swimming hundreds of miles from land, though they probably cover most of that distance by floating on sheets of ice. Polar bears live in one of the planet's coldest environments and depend on a thick coat of insulated fur, which covers a warming layer of fat. Fur even grows on the bottom of their paws, which protects against cold surfaces and provides a good grip on ice. The bear's stark white coat provides camouflage in surrounding snow and ice, but under their fur, polar bears have black skin, the better to soak in the sun's warming rays. And here's a part I just happened to do about food webs. In a tundra food web, some producers are liveworts, grasses, caribou moss, and lichens. The primary consumers are pikas, muskox, caribou, lemmings, and Arctic hares. The secondary consumers are Arctic foxes and brown bears. The tertiary consumers are polar bears and kittiwakes. There's really no quaternary consumers if you don't count humans. Some decomposers in the tundra food web are earthworms and soil bacteria. Tundra food web, grass has a prey-predator relationship with pikas, muskox, lemmings, and caribou. Pikas eat liveworts too. Caribou eat caribou moss, and Arctic hares eat lichens. Arctic hares eat pikas, and brown bears eat grass. And all the primary consumers... No. This is like... In the tundra food web, grass has a prey-predator relationship with pikas, muskox, lemmings, and caribou. Pikas eat liveworts too. Caribou eat caribou moss, and Arctic hares eat lichens. Arctic hares eat pikas, and brown bears eat grass, and all of the primary consumers. Snowy owls eat Arctic foxes, Arctic hares, and lemmings. Kiwatakes eat Arctic foxes and Arctic hares. Polar bears also eat Arctic foxes. Arctic wolves eat Arctic foxes, muskox, and caribou. If you count us, the people, then we eat all of the tertiary consumers in the Arctic tundra.
Ecosystems Unit Project.
Nikki Wiltz as
Bob the botanist.
Brendan Bell as
Peter the meteorologist.
Nico Santos as
Ethan the editor and zoologist.
Andrew Sareha as
Juan Carlos the geographer.